Great morning and welcome to the Coach Show, where women, life and business coaches come to be educated, equipped, and empowered to coach with confidence and lead with transformational power. Join me, Coach P, right here on the Life and Business Coach campus every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time to package your brilliance, optimize your performance, and bring harmony to your life. Great morning, great morning, great morning to you. It is Monday, May 23rd. Equipped, empowered, poised, and positioned to move those who are ready to move is my ultimate mission. I wake up every day determined to make a difference in my assigned place. You see, my purpose, my passion, and my focus is to take you from where you are to where you want to be. I am Pamela Lue-Hing, better known as Coach P. And I am excited to be with you on this Monday morning. Thank you for showing me some love. Jemija, Dr. Jemija Jubilee, thank you so much on Instagram. So we are streaming live from our Facebook, from our Life and Business Coach campus, YouTube, as well as Instagram. All right. So I am thrilled that you are here today. Thank you so much for joining in. Come on in. And I want you to know that today's show is sponsored by the Life and Business Coach Campus. So if you are looking for a home, a community, a place where you are educated, equipped, and empowered, I want you to come on over and join us on the Facebook Life and Business Coach Campus. It is totally free, but it is a private community of women who are uplifting one another and learning from one another. So come on over and join us. Today's topic on the Coach to Coach show is 3 things to avoid when launching an online course. Okay, for those of you who will be watching for the first time, allow me to let you know what I do as a coach. So I am a master coach, and I help ambitious life and business coaches struggling with stagnant growth and low sales learn how to package, position, and sell their products and services so they can run their businesses with confidence, attract ideal clients on demand, and build profitable businesses around lifestyles that they love. And so that's what I do. For those of you who are new to me, but for those of you who are not, thank you so much for staying with me and supporting me and learning from me, and me learning from you, even more importantly. Okay, so I am going to go right into our topic for today. And again, it is 3 things to avoid when launching an online course. The first thing that we want to do is we want to avoid making the course too broad. Okay, so what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is we want to make sure that we go deep, we drill deep and not wide. And if we make the course too broad, if we put too much information within the framework, trust me, I've been at this for quite some time, and I have a tendency to do that. Load it with more information, because I'm value based, I'm value driven, and I want to always provide value. But value is even more effective when we give it in bite-sized pieces. And again, we drill deep and not wide on a particular topic. So we want to go broad, and then we want to start broad, right? So if I can give you an example of what I do, right? So I do business development for coaches, right? So that's a broad, but to be specific, if I talked about everything that I did, all of my services on the day, y'all would just hang up and say, look, I got more things I got to do today, right? But in order for you to really capture what I'm saying today, I had to be very specific, okay? And what am I going to talk about today? 3 things to avoid when launching an online course. So that's just one, a drop in the bucket for what we talk about, what we train on, what you learn here on the campus. But we've got to be very specific in doing so. And then we've got to focus on the outcomes. Okay, so in terms of specificity, what I'm talking about is, of course, building programs, right? So that's the specific part of the topics, right? That's a specific topic. So building programs and or courses. Who's joining us today? I see someone chiming in. Hello there, Ms. Webster. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. Hello, giving a shout out to you. I appreciate you being here. And so, again, I talk about building programs and courses, but the specific part of what I'm doing today is talking about how to avoid or what to avoid when launching an online course. Okay, so that's just an example. And you also want to make sure that you create a list of potential clients before selling. Okay, you want to create a potential list of clients before selling. You want to make sure that you do that, because what that helps you do is to avoid failing to create the email list. All right. So that's the next thing we want to do. Number two is avoid failing to create an email list. So do not create an email list. All right. So you want to definitely make sure that you create that email list and put load it with potential clients who need what you're selling. Okay, so that means that we've got to make sure that our brand is on point, that we're attracting ideal clients, and that we are inviting them into our fold, into our community. And so we do have an email community where we go even deeper into this topic. So today, of course, I only give you some brief pointers from this particular topic. But when you join the email community, you're going to get even more specifics. You're going to be able to stay in tune and in touch with what we're doing here at Powerhouse Unlimited LLC. Okay. So that was number two. Avoid failing to create an email list. And you want to make sure that you create a list of potential clients before selling your particular product or service. And then when you create that email list, what you want to do is you want to be able to share, of course, value. Thank you so much, Dr. Jemima Jubilee, for taking notes on Instagram. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So she says, do not make course too broad, specific, and deep, and then create a list of potential clients. Yes, yes, yes. And so when you create that email, right, your email community, you want to make sure that you continue to offer value in that community. Okay, so please say hello if you are joining in today. Please say hello, put your name in comments so I can give you a shout out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for if you know of other coaches who could benefit from this information, please like, share, and start a watch party. All right, so in terms of the um, material, when you email your email community, you want to make sure that you talk about your products and your services. You want to give them the product, the price, and the release dates of the particular course or product that you are about to launch. Okay. And so over the next, say, 6 weeks or so, we will be doing just that, talking about building products and courses. Products and courses is that's what our main focus will be over these next 6 weeks. Why? Because yes, we are launching a major game changing product on June 27th. So mark your calendars, June 27th. So for coaches who are ready to go to that next level, who are feeling stagnant, who need their systems in place, who need to learn how to be more effective as a coach, who need funnels and branding and website development and marketing and selling their products and services, I promise you, you have not seen anything like it out there. And I've been working diligently with a wonderful team of people, and we're going to bring it to you. Okay. So I'll tell you more about that. But that's what you want to do. You want to talk about what's coming up. All right. What's coming up, what's happening in your community, and what your clients can take advantage of, or what your email community can take advantage of. Okay. So we want to make sure that we do that. And then when you email, you want to make sure that you email consistently. If you're going to do once a month, once a month. If you're going to do twice a month, do it twice a month. But at least show up. Okay. Commit to showing up at least once a month. Ideally, it would be weekly. Ideally. All right. So you want to make sure that you're consistent in your email communication. And then you want to make sure that you are leaving room for them to give you feedback as well. Ask for feedback from your potential clients. Again, when it comes to your product or your course that you're launching, ask them who might be able to use this information. Be specific, okay? And asking them if they know of anyone. So always ask them to share the information as well, okay, when it comes to your email community, and invite other coaches into the fold, or other people, depending on what type of clients you serve. Invite those clients into the fold, okay? So the third and final thing to avoid is not listening to feedback. So avoid not listening to feedback, Dr. Jemima Jubilee. That is the next thing that we want to avoid. All right. It's so very important to get the feedback. And I can honestly tell you, for me, if I may be transparent for just a moment, because of my perfectionistic spirit and my, let's say, in my overdrive of ADHD on steroids, I've been like that for a long time, right? I've had that I'm not gonna even say disability. I've learned how to work with it. However, what happens is when you have that combination thereof, especially being a perfectionist, your mind is thinking, I should know this already. I should have done that, or I am giving exactly what's needed because you're the perfectionist, because you know it all. No, you don't know it all. It took me a long time to learn that, y'all. If I may be very transparent with you, yeah. So I've had to learn to listen to my clients. I've had to learn to listen to their needs. Thank you so much, Dr. Jemima Jubilee. And I said, Chill Forever is on with us. Thank you so much. And Mr. Charlie, thank you for joining us as well on Instagram, on IG. So please do chime in. So far, IG is beating y'all here on Facebook. Y'all want to chime in and say hello so I can give you a shout out? Okay. But as I was saying, it's just, as an entrepreneur, when we create something like a course or a program or whatever it is we create, it's our baby, and so it's quite normal, quite natural, right, to believe we have all the answers for that, and to believe that we are the only ones who can do that thing, right? However, the best way to learn is through the eyes and ears of others, right? So we take our knowledge and we set it to aside for just a moment in order to open up our minds to seize other opportunities around us. So when your clients speak to you, listen. They know what they need better than you know what they need, right? And better than we know what they need. And thank you, Mr. Charlie. Thank you for being here. And so, that's what's so important. And that's important. I don't care if we're in the coaching business or as a parent, as a spouse, as a family member, as a friend. It's important to listen because people know what they need better than we know what they need. Okay. And that's huge. That's huge for people like me. D personalities, drivers, perfectionists, ADHD overdrive. I mean, it's like whoop, tunnel vision, right? But we have to take a moment to get out of the tunnel and to open our eyes and our hearts to hear and see what our clients need. Okay, so if we have to now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and wrap up. And when we have to communicate, and when we do communicate with our clients, we want to make sure that we're doing these three things. We want to avoid these three things, and this is what we've talked about today. Again, avoid making topics too broad. Okay, so we want to drill deep, and I want to make sure that I have not missed any of my notes as it relates to that. We want to drill deep and then go specific, okay, and make sure that we focus on learning outcomes. All right, and that's number one. Number two, we talked about avoid failing to create an email list, because several months ago, I don't know if you recall, but Facebook and IG, they went down for a moment, didn't they? It left all of us wondering, what in the world? What in the world? And for those who make their incomes solely on social media, oh my goodness, they probably passed out, okay, for that length of time. And so that's the other reason why we want to own our email list, because you have direct control over that, right? So we want to continue to build our email list. And then thirdly, we want to avoid not listening to feedback. So we want to keep our eyes and ears open. Okay. We want to make sure that we are in constant communication with our potential clients, because they may not purchase from you right away, but what they're doing is they are a classic. Clients are classic when it comes to the know, like, and trust. We can always trust that that's what's happening. Okay. They have to get to know us. They've got to, and they get to know us by us showing up. So you got to show up, whether it's video. And right now, video is really where it is going live. So for those of you who are not comfortable doing so, we want to get comfortable and just get on here. Even if you make mistakes, if you stumble, if you stutter like I've done, it doesn't matter. Just keep going, right? Because people are listening because they're there because they need something. They're there. They're trying to hear what it is they can learn from you. Okay. So we want to make sure that we are transparent, that we're sharing, that we're showing up. So that's the know, the like, and then they start liking you. Like, wait a minute, I kind of like her. I like her style. I like how she delivers value, or whatever they might like about you. And then they learn to trust you, and then they purchase from you. Then they push that buy button. Okay. So in order to do that, though, we've got to create the relationship. Relationship is everything. Everything in business, everything in life, relationship is it. So we want to make sure that we do that. And then we also want to focus, of course, on learning focus on the learning outcomes. Okay, I wanted to emphasize that. And then lastly, again, it is, and I talked about not listening to feedback. And pardon me, I just lost my train of thought. Um, this is what I wanted to say. Make sure that we know, let our clients know that we're listening. Okay, so when we're listening with our heart and our minds, that will help your clients know that you hear them. Okay, that acknowledge what they've shared with you when you're listening, and acknowledge that, and then ask them what would they like to see. Ask them what do they need. Okay, what would work better for them. Those types of questions. All right, so I did want to share that as well. So that is a wrap up for today in terms of our training and development. And I love what Les Brown said. I was on with him last week with Dr. Lotus Richey and Lady Kim Jacobs, and they were a part of honoring George Floyd. And so if you have not watched that, I think they have some events coming up. Please follow them. Again, Lady Kim Jacobs and Dr. Lotus Richey, and they do some phenomenal shows. They are the queens of this thing called doing lives. All right. They are truly the queens. However, Les Brown said this: you make decisions and then decisions make you. When he said that, I about fell on the floor, y'all. Why did I fall on the floor? Because I have been in this mode of development. I mean, serious personal development. I mean, where I'm facing every skeleton, every thing that I've done, all the things I've been engaged in my life, learning, what have I done that's worked well, what has not worked as well, what could have been more effective, the people in my life, how I've impacted those people, missed opportunities. Is there an opportunity to go back? That's where I am, y'all, right now in my life. And so when he said that, I about fell on the floor because I began to think about the decisions that I've made, right? And so in business, we have to think today. Today is your day to make a decision, because that decision will truly make you a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, years from now, depending on the decisions that we make today. And so that's what I want to do. I want to encourage you to make great decisions, because those decisions make a great you. All right. And with that being said, I want to share with you something that's coming up. Mark your calendars, drop it in the bucket, say, hey, I got to be there, commit to being there for those coaches who are really looking to grow. I'm looking for ambitious coaches. We're looking for ambitious coaches who are really ready to grow. And I will be collaborating, and I'm so excited. It's been a long time since I've actually collaborated with anyone, and we have a team now, and they are really, really helping me to fulfill a vision that God gave me. And it's called Coach and Grow Workshop: How to Structure, Price, and Sell a Successful Online Program. So IG, stay tuned. I am going to actually be uploading the promotional flyer and the hold a spot in your calendar, okay? A reminder. But that's what it is. It's called Coach and Grow Workshop: How to Structure, Price, and Sell a Successful Online Program. And I'm excited about that program because of the lineup, y'all. The lineup is a serious lineup. And the team The team consists of course, moi as the master coach. So I'll be talking about how to structure and price your programs and your courses. And then followed by me will be Miss Kaya Oliver of It's Pop Marketing. And she will be the brand expert. She is the brand expert who will be sharing with you how to build a strong brand, followed by Mr. Chris Leonard of Success Engine, who will show you how to and teach you how to build effective funnels to drive your ideal clients to you. And then, of course, we also have then Todd Shumway with Success Engine, who will teach you how to build exciting and attractive and sexy websites. All right. So that's coming up. And then, lastly, bringing up the rear, last but not least, but actually begins the most when you have a business is marketing, right? So we can build all these beautiful funnels, all these beautiful brands, all of these beautiful websites. But what happens? What happens when nothing happens? We fail to market. And so coach, who is also my coach, Coach Elise Michelle Jones will be with us. And she is from Coaching Business Simplified, and she's going to be talking about how to market and sell fast. Anybody excited about that? Can anybody get excited about that? All in one workshop. So you're going to carve out 2 hours. So it's a 2 hour workshop that's coming up on June 2nd. So mark your calendars now. I'm telling you now, you do not want to miss it. You've got to be in the house. It is coming up again June 2nd from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. And then last but not least, join me tomorrow night for the craziness of coaching at 6 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday, and join me for the Inspirational Wednesday. Inspirational Wednesdays, they're coming back to you. I look so forward to seeing you tomorrow, Wednesday, and then come back and join me next Monday when we'll talk about 5 things you should know before launching your online course. So thank you so much for joining me on today. Make it a great day, make it a great week, and remember, when you make decisions, the decisions you make, those same decisions make you. So be intentional. God bless you all. Make it a great day.